Hi guys, Ashley here, and today I am bringing you my top 5 favorite literary couples, and I was tagged to do this by Reagan from Peruse Project. She just did her top 5 favorite literary couples, and I just want to thank her because at the end of her video when she tagged me, she kind of did like a spiel about me, and it was really wonderful and so flattering. And if I'm going to have a soul sister in the world, I definitely would be pleased for it to be Reagan from Peruse Project. So, soul sisters for life. Before I start this video, I really just want to say something to you guys really quick, which is that I got over 600 subscribers the other day, and holy cow, oh my god, seriously, I'm like ready to start crying, guys. I'm so flattered and honored, and I don't even know what to say, but thank you so much to all of you that subscribed and all of you that commented. I actually got a whole bunch of comments recently about how awesome I am, and I just don't know what. Oh my god. So thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy all my future videos, and if you have any suggestions on videos you want me to do, or etc., message me or comment below. I am totally open to that, and thank you so much, so much. I'm thinking about what I want to do when I hit 1,000 subscribers because I feel like I need to give back to you guys. So I'm starting to think about what I want to do for that. So let's get started with my top 5 favorite literary couples. This was actually really hard for me to do. I had a really hard time picking what books to use because I didn't want to use any books where me saying that they were my favorite couple would ruin the plotline for you. Even if I said it was a ship, like there's a book that I wanted to put on this list, but even if I said it was a ship, it would ruin the book. It would ruin it for you. So I couldn't put it in this list. But I'm pretty sure if you watch my channel and you watch my videos, you know which books I am completely obsessed with. So you would know the book that I'm talking about if you have read it. So if you want to know for sure, you can message me and I will be glad to chat with you about what I'm talking about. I also want to note that these are in no particular order. I do not have a 5th favorite or a 1st favorite couple. There's no way I could have done that. I had a hard enough time just picking 5. So no particular order in this that is happening right now. What am I doing? Okay, let's go. So first I have Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger from the Harry Potter series. I was not on the Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger love train at the beginning. I wasn't a big fan of them, but as the series progressed and as I've reread them, I am so in love with them as a couple. They balance each other out in such amazing ways. Ron seems like the person in the trio that is the biggest jokester and doesn't really know anything and not the most intelligent, but that's not true. It's just that he kind of needs it to be brought out of him, and Hermione seems like the person that is super intelligent and not a big jokester and not big into having fun, but really she just needs it to be brought out of her, and they bring out the best qualities in each other and they really balance each other out well, so I am a huge fan of them. And next is Eleanor and Park from Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I adore these two as a couple. I find that the same way as Ron and Hermione, they really balance each other out. Like, Park really needed someone to teach him that he didn't need to be a popular kid, and he didn't need the popular kids to love him, and he didn't really even like the popular kids. Like, he didn't like the fact that they were the way that they were, but he felt the need that he needed to be one, and Eleanor showed him that he could be the nerd who liked comic books and all these other things that the popular kids didn't like, and Park showed Eleanor that just because her family or one person didn't think she was important enough to be nice to her doesn't mean that she isn't important enough for people to be nice to her. It means that the problem wasn't her, the problem was the other people, and they both just needed someone to really show them that, and I just really loved. Like, they really balanced each other out. It was a great couple and a great book. Also, I'm a big fan of dual narrative books. I don't know if I've expressed that to you guys enough in the past, but I love them. So I also just loved that I got his perspective and her perspective in this book. Speaking of dual narrative books, my next favorite literary couple I actually do not have the book for because I lent it out a couple of years ago to someone who stopped talking to me after I lent it out to them and I never got it back, and that is The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger, and oh my god, this is one of my favorite books of all time. I've been meaning to rebuy it so I can reread it, but Claire and Henry are just one of the most amazing couples. Their story spans decades, literally, and it doesn't stop with time, and it just, Oh my god, if you haven't read The Time Traveler's Wife, you have to, because it's so good. I think I've read it twice already, and it's a pretty big book, but I definitely want to reread it again. And it's dual narrative. You get Henry's perspective and Claire's perspective. So if you don't know what it's about, Henry is a time traveler, and he can travel back in time and forward in time, and when he is much older and already married to Claire, he travels back in time and sees Claire when she was a young girl in her backyard, and they become very close, like best friends, when she's very, very young, and as she grows into a teenager, and they kind of fall in love with each other. So Claire falls in love with Henry when she is very, very young, and throughout her entire life she's been in love with him. Henry falls in love with Claire when Claire finds him when she's in her 20s, and he doesn't even know who she is. So it just, oh my god, it's just so good, guys. Just so good. Next, I have, and I'm kind of cheating here, but not really, maybe, but I don't care. I have Lola and the Boy Next Door and Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I could not pick which one to choose for this video, so I just chose both. They're by the same author, and I don't really care if you think I'm cheating. Maybe this will be my top 6 literary couples. Who cares? But oh my god, these couples, guys. Okay, so Anna and St. Clair from Anna and the French Kiss are just so freaking adorable. I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over and over again. But they really balance each other out, and I think that's what really makes a good couple, and definitely a good literary couple, is when they balance each other out. So yeah, and also they're just like, they're one of those couples that become best friends before they become a couple, and it's just, oh, it's just so good, guys. It's a predictable story, but it's just so cute. And Lola and the Boy Next Door. I actually think I liked this book more than Anna and the French Kiss, but I put them both in because both the couples are super cute. But this one is Lola and Cricket, and oh my god, Lola is still a teenager who thinks that she needs to like the bad boy who's in the rock band and yada yada yada, because, you know, that's just stereotypical girl stuff. You think you have to rebel, but really you don't. And Cricket is the perfect boy. He's cute and sincere and genuine. He's nice to her parents. He's nice to her. He's intelligent and just, bah, he's great. And it takes her a while to realize that he's great and that she doesn't need to like the bad boy, but I feel like this is a lesson everyone needs to learn, and it's just so cute and just so wonderful, and yes. Last but definitely not least is Hazel Grace and Augustus Waters from The Fault in Our Stars. Holy cow, guys. So one, if you haven't read this book yet, what are you on? Like, seriously, what are you doing with your life? The movie's coming out soon. The trailer was fantastic. And the book is just so good. You need to read this book right now. If you haven't read The Fault in Our Stars and you need someone to convince you to read The Fault in Our Stars, comment below and I will message you and I will convince you to read this book. I promise you. But yes, okay, so I chose these two as a couple because honestly, Augustus Waters is like the best book boyfriend in mankind. It's crazy. But just Augustus is just so great to Hazel. Like, she really needs someone to show her that life is worth living even if you think you could die tomorrow, because no offense, but anyone could die tomorrow. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't live your life. And I just, oh, they're so cute together. They have so many cute moments. She's super intelligent, he's super intelligent, and they match really, really well. And I just had no problems with their relationship in any way. Those are my top 5 favorite literary couples. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because it was really hard for me to choose these 5 books, and it's also really hard for me to portray why I chose them to you, because when it comes to like couple-y things and relationships and swoon-worthy literary things, I become very like incoherent, and I can't really portray why I like them so much because I just want to use good and wonderful and great over and over again, and I swear that's not the extent of my vocabulary. It's just that I don't want to pre-write or pre-record any videos for you guys. I want it to be natural. I want it to be the way that I would be if you saw me on the street and I started talking to you about books, and that's how I would be if you saw me on the street and I started talking to you about books. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'm gonna do what Reagan did at the end of her video and tag a few people. So I'm going to tag Fran Delva Gray. I just found her YouTube channel and holy cow, she is amazing. One, I love her hair. She's like a 50s girl. in the most amazing way possible. I wish I could pull that off, so kudos to you. And 2, she always has these really insightful things to say, and she's actually really eloquent with how she says them, so I would definitely check her out, and I tag you to do this challenge. Do it now. I will link her down below. And I also tag cozyteareads to do this challenge, and I tag coldteaandcrumbs, and I'm going to tag Jessethereader. So if any of you have already done this tag, I'm really sorry, but if you haven't, you are officially tagged. You're it. Do this and do it now. And I will see all of you wonderful people later with another video, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If you are not a subscriber, you should totally subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and I will see you guys later. Bye!